Earlier this year, comedian Drewski was accused of a GRAPE by a woman named Ashley Parham, alongside with Diddy and Odell Beckham Jr., where she said that he freakishly oiled himself down and jumped off the dresser into the bed on top of her, knocking the wind out of her and sliding around like a slip and slide. Now, while we thought that that was kind of funny, we knew that this story was cap. And Drewski had the proof. He said that this is being accused of me in 2018, but in 2018, I was a broke, struggling comedian with no money and no ties to the industry, so it's no way I was at a Diddy party. And yesterday he came out with the proof. He put out his bank statement that shows that he made deposits and transactions in the state of Georgia that particular day, as well as getting phone records that prove that he made 18 calls that day, all out of Georgia. Now the thing is, this woman can make this accusation, and guess what? There's gonna be no consequences to it. Now, late last year, Jay-Z would find himself at the center of a lawsuit by a woman who's protected as Jane Doe and her $2 lawyer, Tony Buzzbee, by saying that he graped her at a VMA Awards after party in the year 2000. Now, the story, it was pretty weird. She's saying that she came from upstate New York via Alabama, visiting family. She convinced her cousin, who is no longer with us, who cannot conveniently corroborate the story, to drive her down to New York City. Drove her down to New York City. She found Diddy's limousine driver, who said, "You're the perfect person for Diddy. He likes women like you." He took her to an after party in Jersey, where she said that she was eventually graped and attempted graped by Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, she would go into further detail about meeting one of the members of Good Charlotte, talking about the tattoos. She ended up getting drunk, things like that, escaping, calling her dad, who was 5 hours away, who came down and got her at a gas station. But the thing was, it was a lot of inconsistencies in the story. Even the father said he didn't ever remember no shit like that. Of course he would remember that. On top of that, it was other inconsistencies. Let's just look and see how this is explained.
NBC News interviewed Jay-Z and Diddy's rape accuser and found inconsistencies in Jane Doe's story. Gotta credit the reporting work done by Chloe Milas, Janelle Griffin, and Mate Amorbieta. In the lawsuit and in her NBC interview, Jane Doe insisted that her father picked her up from a gas station after she fled the house where the alleged assault occurred. Her father, however, did not recall ever picking her up. And NBC News estimated that based off the information they gathered, it would have been a 5-hour drive for the father to pick up his daughter. Inconsistency number 2 is that in her interview, Jane Doe details speaking with Good Charlotte's Benji Madden about his Last Supper tattoo at the after party in the house where the alleged assault occurred. A representative for Madden confirmed that he was on tour at the time on that specific date in the Midwest. Next, the news outlet verified professional photos that showed that Jay-Z and Combs were at Club Lotus in an after party after the VMAs. Now, of course, there could have been a second after party, and the pictures don't tell the whole story, but it does start to paint a picture about the celebrity's whereabouts after the award show. In response to all this, Jane Doe's lawyer, Tony Buzzbee, confirmed that he is still continuing to vet her claims and stated that her case was referred by another law firm who did the vetting. After the news broke, Jay issued a statement that read, "Today's investigative report proves that this attorney Buzzbee filed a false complaint against me in pursuit of money and fame. This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight for victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon." So it begs the question, what responsibility does an attorney have to fully vet his client's claims before filing a lawsuit against someone and dragging their name through the press? Look, my personal opinion here is that Buzzbee assumed that Jay would settle after getting the demand letter and request for mediation, that he would willingly pay just to keep his name out the press. Kind of seems to me that Buzzbee didn't think that Jay would take it this far. But ultimately, we'll have to see how this plays out and what the court decides.
That case will go on to be dismissed, and now the same lawyer who's came at Deshaun Watson, who's came at Jay-Z, is now got his teeth sinked in on Shannon Sharpe.
So Shannon Sharpe is being accused of sexual assault and rape. There is a young woman. She is now in her early 20s, but she says that she met Shannon Sharpe when she was 19 years old in a gym in Los Angeles back in 2023. And she says that because of what she experienced, and she says that she alleges that the rape was brutal, like it was very it was aggressive. She wants $50 million in exchange. So This was filed late Sunday in Nevada by attorney Tony Buzzbee. Now, this woman is alleging that Shannon Sharpe raped her multiple times over the course of a 2-year relationship. The relationship that they had was sexual and parts of it were consensual, but she says during their relationship, because he was physically stronger, a lot older than her, like 30 some years older than her, and just, more powerful, he began to get really aggressive. But at this point, she was already in it. She says that he was manipulative. He would threaten to choke her and slap her. She's also said that at some point she was being recorded without her consent, and that she later found out and alleges that the videos were shown to people. Now, when they first met in the gym back in 2023, she says that she didn't know who he was, that it was just like an older guy that was like, checking her out in the gym. He was very persistent, so eventually they started texting, conversation, and that led into them, beginning to see each other outside of the gym. They got into an argument in a home. This was after the whole Instagram live thing, because with the woman that we think is named Michelle. Yes, because at that point she said that they were in a they were in an actual relationship. They were in Vegas together. So when that happened, she had already kind of been, in this thing where he's verbally abusive allegedly, but she thought that they were together. This Instagram live happens. She gets upset. She breaks it off because he's supposed to be exclusive allegedly to her, and he doesn't like that. She tries to turn on her phone location at some point during these arguments and send the phone location to her friends. He tells her and threatens her allegedly to say that he will effing kill her if she ever does that again. But the rape part of it, she says that she was allegedly raped anally twice, and that it was very, very brutal. She alleges the last rape incident happened January 2025. So it was, according to her, this was very recent.
Now, the backstory is that Unc met this girl when she was 19, 2023, at the gym in Nevada, making Unc about 55. They've been telling Unc on all of his platforms, Monique, Ocho Cinco, people have been telling him, you need to find a woman and settle down. Not only that, maybe you should up the age of the women that you mess with. Unc been saying, no, I can't do nothing with a woman my age.
Come on. They talk to us. How this dating thing. Because this is Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say, what you tried to say, Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Damn.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's gonna say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack it for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Goddamn, Uncle Shay Shay, was Monique right? Or was she right? Because it ain't no wrong in what she said. You see, Uncle Shay Shay, you still are physically thinking with your little man, not your big man. The only thing that you could get from these relationships with these women is good vagina. Other than that, Miss Monique was saying, you need somebody that's gonna love you, that's gonna care about your well-being, that's gonna take care of you. So not only did you not get you a fellow sister, you got you a young white girl, 19 years old. Listen, no disrespect to them women, but there's nothing that y'all can relate with on a personal level. A 54, 55-year-old black man and a 19-year-old white woman have nothing in common other than you can stick your penis in her vagina. And now she's coming at you, and she's not only saying he did this to me, she has phone calls recorded of you threatening her. Now, I'm not sure if you was just threatening her on some ghetto love shit. We know how some of us do sometimes. Girl, I'll choke the shit out of you. I'll slap the shit out of you. Stop playing with me. Knowing that you ain't gonna do it. But it's about the eyes of the law. And Shannon Sharpe, you might got yourself a little fight. That 50 million, you might have to protect that with your life, because this recorded phone call looked kind of crazy.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Now, Uncle Shay Shay said, no. Nigga, I got that GOAT James in me. I got that LeBron in me. I'm coming back from a 3-1 lead, partner. Hold on. Because I got the text messages. I got all the little freaky shit you was saying in the text messages, and you just a freak. You just a kink that likes big BBCs and Tar Heel penis. Yeah, stop playing with me. Hold up. Now, Shannon would leak the fact that her name was Gabriella Zuniga. I'm not sure if he's gonna get in trouble for that, but he would start by putting some of the text messages over the years that she would say to him. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Gabriella Zuniga in a text message to Shannon Sharpe, October 7th, 2023. I know you missed this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. And that will be on January 1st, 2025. This lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Buzzbee, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Shannon Sharpe for millions of dollars. It's filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific or graphic requests. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek. As quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe, there are other examples of text from Mrs. Zuniga. For example, only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want. Text from Gabriella to Shannon Sharpe, November 23rd, 2023. I want to put my tongue in your asshole, then marry you. January 12th, 2024. That's my daddy. Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby in me. That was August 6th, 2024. You better crave it, because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. August 11th, 2024. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Mrs. Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Mrs. Zuniga. The edited tape that Mrs. Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during their blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secretly taping was all a part of her planned setup, part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited rape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of rape, and will not submit to any of what he sees as an egregious attempt of blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. So as you see, Gabriella and Shannon Sharpe, they must have fell out. And the whole time she was plotting. And she tried to present what she allegedly doctored up, according to Shannon Sharpe, a video, and said, listen, give me this much money or I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to put this out. He said, I'm not playing those type of games. You just going to have to take me to court then. I'm going to stand on my principles and my morals, which is good for Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe would even make an appearance online today. And he would continue to double down that Tony Buzzbee is a fake ass $2 lawyer that attacks black men like Deshaun Watson, like Jay-Z, and now him, trying to shake them down and extort them for money for his own personal gains, and as well as Gabriella being a piece of shit.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I do think that there is an attack against successful black men for whatever reason. Maybe they're the easier targets. Maybe because we don't move the same way. We hanging out in the wrong places. I'm not sure what it is. But we are a target right now for rape, for sexual assault, for shakedowns. Tony Buzzbee isn't doing this to anybody like his people. He's only going against the black athlete, people in the rap industry. I haven't seen him doing any of these mass lawsuits against white billionaire men, white actors, white actresses. Why is he only coming towards us? Uncle Shay Shay, now I gotta get on your ass. I'm 34. You got kids around my age. There is no need for you to ever in your life, at 55, 56 years old, to be messing with a 19-year-old woman. And it don't matter about her being white, black, Indian, whatever color she is. There's no need for that. That's creepy. It doesn't matter that she's legal, I get it, but it's creepy. There's nothing y'all can relate to, and there's nothing good that could come with that. And you see where it got you. You see, Shay Shay, I love you. Love your personality. I love what you do on these shows. But I ain't gonna lie. It seems like you be doing some clown shit sometimes, bro. You seem like you do some clown shit. You already done got your sex tape leaked on live. Now this woman is saying she gonna put out something and you gotta encourage it and you gotta stand on it to do something because she's editing it. So now you're saying, no, put the whole thing out. My thing is this. It's time to stop. You done had your fun. And you can still have fun. But get a woman that's gonna really love you for you. Get a woman that's gonna care about you. Monique didn't lie to you. Get your woman that's gonna rub them feet at the end of the night. All I'm saying is, while I'm joking is, bro, start making better decisions. You see, you're at a point in your life where you are a superstar. You are a celebrity. You're bigger than you was when you played NFL football at this point. You got the biggest interview on YouTube ever. Protect yourself. These women don't see you as Shannon Sharpe from South Georgia. They don't see the good in you, even though you see the good in them and you do things for them. They see you as only a dollar sign. And that's what you have to understand. Especially the women that are 4 decades younger than you. You gotta understand, they don't give a shit about you, bro. She trying to get set for life. Now, the good thing is you're standing on your own too. Because what happens is a lot of people, they just settle out of court, give them some money. And then that means the next person feels like they could play with you too. Because would you rather have bad publicity? You got $100 million on the line with your podcast. So would you rather just go and settle this out of court? Make it go away so you can continue on with your life, get your business done? Or would you rather take that risk and lose it all, not get your negotiation, your deals? See, that's what a settlement is. A settlement is this worth my time? The good thing is Jay-Z already set the blueprint, pun intended, that this is how you need to go against legal matters like this and accusations. Attack them head on. Put pressure on them. Don't let them play with you. Her first mistake was letting you know that she had a tape, so you were able to gather those text messages. So I do think that you will fare well in this, but I don't know where it goes for your business, because you're getting to the point now where you're doing a lot. You're looking like a clown. That's what got you fired from Fox Sports. You over there arguing with the Memphis Grizzlies online. Is to me. Listen, you're arguing with Skip. You got to ask yourself, is me and my sexual endeavors worth losing my profession and my career that I worked so hard to get to? And I think you know the answer to that. So make better decisions, Salute. Y'all let me know what y'all think down low about Shannon Sharpe in this crazy situation. Do we think that, hey man, you should be able to mess with who you want to mess with? Or do you gotta protect yourself a little better? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man, down below. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom. Just LaFlare.
It's him.